All right, last part. We're on telophase or telophase. Telophase is the last phase of mitosis. Mitosis is just prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. All right, well, what's happening here? The single-stranded chromosomes that were being pulled away from each other in anaphase are now all the way at opposite poles. And instead of being visible, they start to stretch out again, and they become invisible. So they go back to being kind of worm-like. And in reality, telophase looks more something like this, where you really can't see those chromosome strands, but they'll still be kind of a dark mass. So one dark mass here, maybe one dark mass here. And that is the chromosomes that are at opposite poles. And they're in the process of stretching back out, but they're not invisible yet. Okay? The other thing that's happening in telophase is that the nuclear membrane is reforming. So enzymes are rebuilding that and rebuilding the nucleolus. Okay, so I don't know if I should color that in or not, but that reforms. And this nucleolus is going to reform, so I guess I'll color that in. That's my nucleolus. Nuclear membrane coming back. This is called a cell plate. It's the beginning of a cell wall. Okay, the cell plate is forming. But basically we're getting ready to make two cells. We haven't done it yet. So what should we write? Well, my single-strand chromosomes basically stretch out and start to disappear, meaning they're going to turn into chromatin again. Okay, and the chromosomes are at opposite poles. So the chromosomes are at opposite poles of the cell. The nuclear membrane and the nucleolus are reappearing. The cell is rebuilding them. The cell plate, which is the beginning of the cell wall, starts to form. It starts to form into the cell wall. It's going to become the cell wall. We call it the cell plate when it's forming. Okay. If we're talking about an animal cell, what happens during animal cells would be that the cell membrane basically pinches in during this stage. Okay? All right, and now we have almost gotten to the point where we've made two cells at this point, but not yet. So the last phase of the cell cycle is called cytokinesis. Cytokinesis forms two daughter cells. Okay, daughter cells, they call them that. The daughter cells are identical to each other because they have an identical set of genetics because of DNA replication. Okay, now cytokinesis is the last phase of the cell cycle. After this, the cells will go back into interphase and the whole thing will start over again. So A, this is actually the dividing line from telophase to cytokinesis. So the cell wall here is complete. Okay, two cells have actually formed, two separate cells form. Cytokinesis means that the cell has finally completely separated into two. The nuclear membrane and nucleolus are visible. I'm going to color in my nucleolus. There might be more than one in the cell. This picture just has one. Okay. The chromosomes are basically called chromatin again because it is stretched out thin. And so what does that look like? Well, you really can't see it, but I'm just going to draw it as kind of some spaghetti. Okay, you really cannot see anything like this, but that would be the DNA that's stretched out really thin. So there would be chromatin that's present. All right, now what is all this stuff? Well, again, this is the nuclear membrane. So I'm going to draw that. That's my nuclear membrane. This is a nucleolus. The other one is on the other side. This is my cell wall, and it is completely divided into two daughter cells. And then the whole thing starts over again and goes into interphase again. And then the whole thing starts over again, and that's why they call it a cycle. Now let me teach you the cell cycle cheer. The cell cycle cheer is I, P, Met, C, hey, I, P, Met, C, hey, I, P, Met, C, hey. Interphase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, cytokinesis, and then the whole thing starts over again. Now, these four phases are mitosis, when the nucleus is actually going under division, we call it. So nuclear division. This whole thing is the cell cycle. First stage of the cell cycle, last stage of the cell cycle. First stage of mitosis, last stage of mitosis. All right, so last but not least, show you some pictures. So here is a cell that is in interphase. Here is a picture of a cell in prophase. All right, you can see the rod-shaped or like yarn-shaped, gummy worm-shaped chromosomes. Here is metaphase. Chromosomes are lined up in the middle. Anaphase, the chromosomes are being pulled away from each other. Telophase, the cell plate is forming. The